Welcome back everyone to GameZone Birdroom. GameZone. Hello. GameZone. And of course, it's not the GameZone Birdroom without all the birds. You coming out, Molly? You coming out? Hello, Dix. No, not playing ball. Looking like a statue. Anyway, the birds of the GameZone Birdroom. What have I got for you today, guys? Well, I said in my update video I've got 2 Spectrum games to review from this, the Super Console X Pro. Let's have a look which games they are. First game up is Nifty Lifty. Now, I think this is the first game I ever played. When my dad handed me down the ZX Spectrum 128+2 with the inbuilt tape cassette recorder, whoa, high-tech stuff. I believe this was the first game that I loaded up and basically fell in love with it. It's a simple game. It's not the best looking game on the ZX Spectrum, but it's nice. It's got nice, bright, vivid colours. And playing it on the Super Console X, well, I've never seen it look so good. I remember it really being fuzzy and that, but on the Super Console X, it does look quite stunning. Yeah. Basic concept of the game, you have to get from one side to the other, collecting the items, and miss the lift because they will squash you and kill you. The quicker you complete the level, the more points you get. So yeah, other than that, very simple game, but as they always say, the simplest games are often the best games, and this game had it in spades. My old girl, if she was feeding well enough, because she was quite a poorly lady, she would actually load this game up when she knew I was going to be home from school, which was usually around about 3:20, and I would literally rush home, tear all my clothes off, get in my PJs and start playing it. It was that addicted. The simple days of, what, 1988, 89, 88, 89. The simple days. Fun days. The game was created by Fission Software Factory in 1984. I believe if you bought this in Curry's, it was a packing game, because I remember having the cover with the big black Curry sign on it. Yeah, very basic. You wouldn't even know what the game was about, really. It was just like big black bold letters, Curry's, and then underneath that again, big black letters, Nifty Lifty. It's a tough game as well. I mean, you can change the speed of the game. So 1 is the fastest, 9 is the slowest. I like playing it on 1. Really hectic. Also love the sound effects of this game as well. It's just, it's like a cartoon. That's all I can say about the sound effects. It sounds a bit like a cartoon. It's brilliant. Love it. Yeah, so each level gets harder and harder with more lifts to try and miss. And when you're playing at this speed, it is quite a difficult game. Best I ever did on it was level 8. I can barely make it to level 5 nowadays. As you get older, and in my case, fatter, the old reflexes, they're not what they used to be. This game is definitely worth a bash. If you can find it online, I don't know how expensive it is nowadays, but yeah, if you can find it, or maybe download the ROM for it, or if you got like a Retro Pi or Super Console X, play this game. You'll have a lot of fun. To have this game back on this little emulation console, it really is quite lovely, as it does bring back a lot of good memories. Seems weird going from this then straight to a Mega Drive back in the day. How different the graphics, the size of the sprites, you know, the music, the sound, everything from a ZX Spectrum to a Mega Drive. It's quite a sight to behold, really. But it shows you just how playable these old classic games are. Someone of my age still wanting to play them. Really shows you how good the programmers, the publishers, the creator was at designing this game. Anyway, I've said enough. I will leave you with the wonderful sound effects of this game. Next up, we have Sports of King. Now, this was, at the time, my favourite multiplayer game. This could allow up to 5 players, and this game was so brilliant because my whole family would love playing it. My dad would set it up in the lounge on the big TV, on our big 21-inch CRT. Picture-wise, it looked awful with the old basic aerial you had to use. But fuck me, we used to have some fun playing this. Me, Alison, and my brother Alan. I don't think we really understood betting and gambling back in the day. And that gave my mum and dad sort of the advantage, as they sort of knew what they were doing with this game. I purely picked the horse for the name. Basically, I like the name of it. Oh yeah, I want that one. And that was it. Great stuff. So yeah, this is basically a betting game. Horse racing betting game. No button bashing. you pick which horse, you place a bet on it, and if your horse wins or you have an each way, you win money. So the game was published by Mastertronic in 1986. And I think it made its way to other consoles, like, well, should I say other home computers, like the Commodore 64 and I believe DOS. So, which horse am I going to pick here? King Leo, Rob Roy, Apollo, Hot Boy, Top Hat, Manhunt, or Luxin? So I'm going for Apollo and a £10 bet for the win. I mean, the graphics is really colourful. Different colour horses. I like the fact that you've got the little bloke in the commentary box up there chatting away. Can't remember if he used to say anything or not. Don't think he did. Just his mouth would move. I like the fact you got the ambulance on hand. A lot of happy people in the crowd. Yeah, it's the graphic wise, I think this is quite nice actually. Quite nice movement on the horses. Just a wonderful game, and when you've got a group of mates playing, a lot of fun can be had, especially if you actually, you know, save up a couple pound coins and you actually place a few bets on it. You know, it's good fun. What I have to do is try and do a live stream of me and my family playing this, try and recreate what it was like back in the day. I think that might be fun for everyone to watch. If you like the idea, leave me a comment. So who's up next? It's got to be number 2, He-Man. He-Man, do. Right, I'm gonna have He-Man. Hot Boy's in it again. 3-1. Should really go for him, but I'm going for He-Man. I'm standing by, going for the name of the horse. He-Man. £10 for the win. Don't let me down. Oh, good start. Very good start. Level peggings at the moment. Ratters in the lead. Hot Boy, He-Man's coming up. It's going to be a close one. Hot Boy's making almost a horse length difference now. Oh, he's taking this away now, isn't he? I should have picked him. Oh, am I going to get a second? Should have done each way. Oh, photo for second. Come on. Oh, what? Didn't even get third. That's bollocks. When I was younger, I used to hate this screen. Please wait, I'm calculating. On the old Spectrum, it could really take a while for that to change screen. It used to be so annoying. As soon as you know that screen came up, you could make a cup of tea. So yeah, you've got to have a little bits where you can check your kitty, how much you've lost, how much your share is, that sort of stuff. You've got race information, way to save. Let's go to bookies. So I'm on the pit this time. Number 3, Viper. I like the sound of that. It's what Randy Orton goes by, in it, the Viper. So yeah, you can do multiple horses as well, bet on multiple horses. I'm going to go each way this time. I like the sound of that though, revolver. But Viper, let's go for Viper. I said it before, it's such a colourful game, it really is. Now, come on, Viper. At least get a third. Oh, this isn't bowing well. 4th place at the moment. Sippo's in the lead. Revolver's right behind him. I should have gone for Revolver, shouldn't I? What am I, 5th place at the moment? Tying 4th. Revolver's in the lead. Might have got a third. Photo for third. Yes, look at that, third. And a bit of money. What is that? What did I do? A bet of £10 so what, £20? Yes, 22 quid. Now back to my boat race. So what are my final thoughts on Nifty Lifty and Sports of King? Well, they are still highly enjoyable games. Graphic wise, very dated, but are very colourful games as well. Yeah, you know, they've left such an impression on me. And still, after, what, 30 odd years, I still love playing them. I'm hopefully going to try and get my whole family involved for a live stream of playing Sports of King, as you can do 5 players on that. So I'm going to try and arrange that and see if they want to do that with me. So that will be a lot of fun, because one thing I loved about Sports of King when I was younger, as I said in the game footage I did the commentating over, you know, that was one of the things I absolutely loved. Didn't really know much about betting. My mum and dad had more of an idea when they were older, wiser than their 3 kids. But you know, it was so enjoyable. All in the lounge on our massive 21-inch TV, big old fat CRT, playing the Spectrum that my dad tuned in, because obviously it's only got an aerial port on the Specky. And yeah, we just had a lot of good laughs, you know. I don't think I won that many games back in the day, but as you can tell from that, I still don't win very many. But yeah, highly enjoyable Sports of King. And Nifty Lifty, that's just such a great game. Very simple gameplay to it. You just basically go from one end to the other without hitting the little lift things, or whatever you want to call them. And yeah, just again, brilliant game. Used to run home wanting to play it. You know, some days if my mum was feeling okay, feeling a bit better in herself with all her ill health problems and that, she would load the Spectrum up for me. So I would get in from school, rip my clothes off and play it straight away. So yeah, some great memories of 2 games I still love and have very fond memories of. Anyway guys, you know what to do. If you enjoyed the video, button bash that like, subscribe, hit that little bell and take it easy. GameZone.